and it was one of the first American companies to use an auto stick and use that terminology. But the advantage of the Intrepid, you got to understand, when the 90s were around, people didn't know if the SUV trend was still going to be a fad. So vehicles like this still performed very well because they offered a lower price point. They offered the big back seat. They offered the big cargo room. And a lot of people were asking big money for those new small SUVs like the Ford Explorer, the Chevy Blazer. There was a lot of marketing around the SUVs to get more money. But the affordable mid-size segment is where Dodge and Chrysler really capitalized. And this is when still like Eagle and Plymouth and all the other brands were still going on. So they were doing something very similar to what Chevy was doing at the time, is they were marketing essentially a very similar product with a similar engine and transmission across about 4 different brands. Now you got to understand also in the 80s, they were primarily using a Mitsubishi-derived V6 engine that was built in Normal, Illinois, and that the early 90s was really where they did their first V6 engine that wasn't just a knockoff of one of their V8 Magnum engines.